Hey Donna, you gonna share a brilliant idea again? Have you ever had an idea in a meeting, but instead of saying it out loud, you kind of whispered it to your coworker? And then you watched as everyone started to smile and nod when they said it out loud? You thought it, they said it. And of course, you smiled and nodded too. And you told yourself, it's fine, it's fine. At least the idea got heard. But deep down, it didn't feel fine. It felt kind of like you were sucker punched right in the soul. Been there, done that. I've got the bruises to prove it. Speaking up, especially in front of your supervisors or your peers, it feels scary. It feels risky. Because if you stumble over your words, then people might laugh. Or worse, they're going to remember it forever, and they're going to bring it up before every meeting. Hey Donna, you gonna share a brilliant idea again? Or if they casually dismiss what you thought was a scathingly brilliant idea, you feel mortified for even trying. And is there anything worse than that silent drama queen playing around in your head? I know mine can be pretty over the top. How about yours? But seriously, I can't promise that those things won't happen. And I know that they do happen. But here's what I've learned. Silence doesn't actually protect you. It just hides your potential. And even worse, when you share your ideas through someone else, you're not just avoiding that discomfort of the moment. You're teaching the room to see them as the problem solver, them as the idea person. And that's not really what you want, is it? Someone else getting the pay raise, the promotion, or even the simple recognition for your ideas. I remember how hard it was when I wanted to put my ideas out there. I wanted people to see that I was more than the quiet, reliable go-to person with an answer for every question. But sharing my ideas in a group, that was not gonna happen in this lifetime. Or so I thought. So let me ask you, have you been sharing your ideas all along, just without your name being attached to them? If you have, I want you to think about this. That means that your ideas are solid. So what's missing isn't validity of your ideas. It's that feeling of emotional safety when it comes to sharing them. Think of it like a new trapeze artist. They don't start out doing triple flips with no safety net. They start with a harness, a net, and maybe even one of those great big giant stunt cushions. And I would imagine that they're scared and they're shaking and they're gripping that bar for dear life, hoping that the chalk that they put on their hands is enough to overcome their sweaty palms. But with each jump, each step off that platform, it builds their courage, and soon the net is only there in case there's an unexpected misstep. And you need that kind of safety net in place too, so that you can practice. Now, I'll be the first to admit that a workplace setting is not the best place to get started. I didn't have the confidence yet, and I certainly didn't want to become the company punchline. So I joined Toastmasters. Now, Toastmasters was a space where everyone was there to learn and to help others learn, and we were there to cheer each other on. So I got to watch other people giving speeches. I learned from the supportive feedback that they received. And I started to believe that maybe I can do this. And when I finally gave my first 5-minute speech in a room full of pretty much strangers, when I was done, once my heart stopped pounding, I felt seen. And that's how it started for me. But you don't have to do it the same way that I did it. If standing in front of a room full of strangers isn't your thing, there's good news. You can build those same type of communication skills and build your confidence from home, at your own pace, with structure, with feedback, and with support built in. You can learn to speak up, get comfortable having all eyes on you. How awkward is that, right? Until you get used to it, it's like, no! But you can do it. It's a skill. You learn how to manage it. And you can even experiment with leadership style communication. I've found a few incredible ways to do that, and I'll link to one of them in the description below if you want to explore it later. To me, it feels like a more modern version of what I learned in Toastmasters. And it's perfect for introverts who want to grow their communication muscles without worrying about how it will impact your next review at work. And unlike Toastmasters, this option, it even gives you the chance to earn some extra money while you're learning. How cool is that? So now, here's what I want to know. If you've been the reliable behind-the-scenes problem solver, are you getting credit for the solutions you provide? Isn't it time that your manager knows how much you really contribute? Now here's a simple way that you could get started. The next time that you're in a group setting and the conversation is just flowing, maybe it's with family, maybe it's in a community group, a church group, maybe it's even at work, and the conversation is flowing and a thought pops into your mind. Now, instead of overthinking or anticipating the reaction, here's what I want you to do. Say, here's what I think. That's it. No pressure. Just be present in the moment, ready to share your opinion. And that one sentence, that could be the first step in using your voice. You're ready to step into more of a leadership role where you work. And you don't need a perfect moment or a fancy title to be a leader. Leadership starts the moment you stop outsourcing your voice and choose to speak for yourself. And remember that trapeze artist I talked about earlier, flying through the air like a bird? The first leap off that platform is always the hardest. But each time you reach for that bar, your voice, your ideas, your courage, you build strength. And soon you won't even look down to make sure the net is still there. Because like the bird that's sitting on the branch, it isn't the branch that you trust, it's your own wings. And you can trust yourself, your ideas, just like that bird trusts its wings. You have something to say, and your voice is worth hearing. You can get comfortable being heard, and today is the best time to start. And if you're curious about safe ways to practice from home, check the link in the description. And if you liked this video, be sure to leave a comment and hit that subscribe button. And then tell me, what's one idea that you whispered to someone else that you wish you had shared yourself?